everyone, this is Darius from Heaven's Door here at the European World Championship qualifiers from Berlin at the Ultimate Time Wizard tournament. 256 people played in it, and fortunately an Amaryllis player on top, which I'm very excited about. I'm here with
Niklas.
Niklas, very nice to meet you, and I already said you top with Amaryllis. Congratulations, you did not only top, you placed
the third place.
Third place, winning the oversized Caius card.
Yes.
And yeah, how was the tournament experience for you?
Yeah, it was great. We came here at Friday and had a nice day. Yeah, Saturday the event started very late, so the energy was very low, and my mind was to drop if it feels not good, the deck. And but yeah, every round worked well, and it started 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, and it's okay, let's try.
And then you went on to go 7-0, only one loss in the final Swiss round to Max, who went undefeated as the only person. And then in the top cut you played against?
Against a French guy, I don't know his name actually.
Yeah, I think I know, because I played against him. He played Diva Hero,
yeah,
I believe.
Played Diva Hero.
Not Diva, Hero Frog, sorry, yes. Yeah. And then, oh yeah, it was Black Wings in the semis.
And then the Black Wing player who won the whole tournament.
Yes, for sure.
Top four.
And then in third place you won against
the Dennis.
Yeah, playing Light Swan, which I'm very excited for the deck as well. I haven't seen it.
Really great.
But most excited for the amazing Amaryllis deck. Let's get into the deck profile.
Okay, we start with the monsters. And yeah, I played... let me check with the plants. I played 3 TYTANNIAL.
So everyone can see the beauty of these American Ultimate Rares even better.
Okay, 3 TYTANNIAL, 3 Amaryllis, the Lion, and 2 Dandelion, and the 2 Lone Fire Blossoms. As the plant. Very
standard plant list. I've seen people in America now topping with Gravy Rose. Have you experimented with that card as well?
No.
Okay.
No.
Card to look out for in the future potentially.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, I think you need one more plant, and I tested the Lion, and it was really good. Performed really well at the tournament, and it's a big beat stick. More if you have the Dandelion tokens, and it was really great. I enjoyed it.
Did you ever set it and someone ran into the 2K wall?
One time, but often I played it in attack mode and attacked something.
But it can come up,
yeah. Moreover, I played the Gores.
This one I want to talk a lot about, because in a lot of Amaryllis lists for a long time we didn't see any Gores. Still, looking at the top list from America, no Gores is there as well. What are your thoughts on this card and how it performed?
Yesterday I played with some friends and tested against Blackwing, and they gave me so much damage very early, and I said, okay, I need some protection, and choose to play the Gores, and it was really well.
Yeah. People often criticize that, you have those equip spells, those permanent spells, those trap cards that block it, but it doesn't really often come up, right? Like if Miracle Fertilizer is there, you're winning anyway.
Yeah, really sure. Yeah, and then we have the Debris Dragon at 1, the Necro Gardener, a Morphing Jar.
Also a more, like, we've seen it in a lot of lists, but we've also seen it cut. Again, how did this card perform for you?
It was okay.
Okay.
Often I sided it out in the second and third games. Against one frog player, in the third match, I had nearly something. I had 2 or 3 of the Amaryllis in the start, and set the Morphing Jar, and it came, and afterwards he had no chance.
Yeah.
The Amaryllis were flying to the field, and yeah.
He wasn't having a good time.
Yes. Yeah, and then we have the Light Swan package. We have 2 Lila, 2 Raikou, and the half of the Light Swan.
Light Swan.
Yeah. The Card Trooper and the Plague Spreader.
Also here, people have started to cut Raikou down to 1. what are your thoughts on playing 2 and how did it feel in the tournament?
I think in general 4 light swans are great, and you need them to go into the game. And yeah, they were really good. Often they came and destroyed something. Yeah, often against Blackwing they are playing the Jar of Greed and Legacy of Yata.
Yep.
So it came that it is get destroyed and yeah, nothing happened. But yeah, it was okay. Okay. Yeah, the monsters. Now we come to the spells. I played MST and Storm for the back row removal, Foolish, 3 trade-in, the Charge, 2 of the Fertilizer, 3 of the Arms, and yeah, the general package of the 2 equip cards. Yeah.
Me personally, I've cut down the Hidden Armory down to 2 because I often found, okay, the way you lose with this deck is you have the level 8s in your hand and can't do anything, or you have the equips in your hand, or maybe even the armories on top and can't do anything.
Yeah.
But you still felt like 3 is just optimal, so you always have the access?
Yeah, I think you need them to make pressure.
Yep.
And the mills I have went really well.
Okay.
I had the Dandelion or Amaryllis with the 1 mill. Yeah, but in the second or third game, often I choose to reduce to 2.
Yep.
Yeah, but I wouldn't cut them to 2. It was okay.
Okay, good to know. Sometimes even 1 mil can be plenty.
Yeah. Yeah, we come to the traps. Yeah, I played a Torrential, Trap Dash Shot, Mirror Force, the Scarecrow, and 2 of the Phoenix Wing Wind Blast. Yeah, to sum it up.
So Phoenix Wing Wind Blast, compare only 2.
Yeah.
First of all, why only 2?
3 were too bricky. Often I thought about to change it with a Raigeki Break or the Karma cut.
Yep.
But I came to the conclusion it's the most versatile. So you can put Oppression back to the deck or another trap cards when you try to attack the opponent. And it was a good decision. 2 went well, and I wouldn't change anything.
Okay, and the Scarecrow also put in the work?
Yeah, most of the time. Often I put it also in the side deck.
Yep.
But in the first game, it stops a lot of attacks and damage, and yeah, it was cool.
41 cards main.
Yeah.
Let's move on to first maybe the side or extra deck, whatever you feel.
Let's take the side deck.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, we start with the traps. I had 2 Dust Tornadoes, 2 Decrees, the 1 Karma Cut, and 1 Starlight Road.
Okay, so obviously, you know, Blackwing, Gladiator Beast, Light Sworn potentially. Karma Cut against Frogs, I would assume?
Against Frogs, yeah. And I faced the Amaryllis mirror match in the 6th round. And yeah, I could resolve it and banish 2 of his Amaryllis, and this was a GG.
I can imagine. And then the Dust Tornadoes and the Decrees. So when are those coming in? Because I don't assume you're putting in both. So which matchups does which card come in?
I like the Dust Tornadoes against the Whirlwind Blackwings a lot. The Decrees were for heavy back row decks, and the Vayu matchup.
Yep.
Yeah, and sometimes I made something like 2 of them and 1 of Dust Tornado.
Oh, so, okay. Yeah. To catch them off guard.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Okay. 1 Lightning Vortex. It was also great against the Amaryllis matchup. So he had 5 monsters on the field, 1 Titanial, and this came up and destroyed everything. And yeah, it was great. Brain Control.
Not in the main.
Not in the main. I think. I wasn't sure at all, so I tried to put it in the second in the side deck and play them if you go second. That you had the chance to take the opponent's monster, make high pressure. Yeah, and it was okay.
And potentially even tribute summon, you know.
And potentially even tribute
summon. People don't know how often you have to tribute summon your level 8s.
Yeah. Also the Amaryllis to come to begin.
Yeah.
1 Soul Release. It was also great against the Frogs.
Yep.
I faced 2 times.
Yep.
Yeah, monsters, one Cyber Dragon. Yeah, I thought of siding it when I went second, so
Yeah.
it was also okay. One Aaron, yeah, I wasn't able to use her effect, but you can side it against frog decks also. Yeah. Two crows, one Gale, and one Consecrated Light.
For the Blackwing matchup.
For the Blackwing matchup.
Yeah.
I played against a lot of Blackwings. I think they 4 or 5 times.
Wow.
Yeah, in the tournament, and one player I played it and he couldn't do anything with his hand, so it was game.
I will say I think it's very impressive that you managed to then also win the vast majority of those Blackwing matches, because I do consider Blackwings one of the tougher matchups for Amaryllis.
For sure.
But of course, ultimately, if you can get the Titanial out, then it's a lot
Titanial's
easier.
great with protection against the Icarus attack, and yeah, most of the times I try to make much damage very early.
Yeah.
So I think in the later game you will lose. But yeah, it worked really well. Mark of the Rose were game in 3 times.
Pretty good card. Probably a very good reason to play 3 Hidden Armory as well. Yeah, for sure. Okay, awesome. Then the extra deck, which is somewhat differing in Amaryllis compared to many other Edison deck lists where it's relatively standard. I'm very excited to see it here.
I played one Stardust Dragon for the 8s, one Thought Ruler, one Red Dragon, and the Dark End Dragon.
In case you steal a Chaos.
Oh yeah, it was game 1 or 2 times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to steal Dark with Mark of the Rose, and then for the 7 I play the Black Rose, the Armor Master in case you steal something from the Blackwing or the Gale in the side deck. The Ancient Fairy Dragon, Bryoneck, Goyo Garden, and the Tempest Magician, and the Iron Chain for the Debris. Cataster, Android, Armory Arm, yeah, the Fortress Dragon, and the 2 beautiful fluff tokens.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I own some as well, so yeah, if you're a diehard Amaryllis player, you have to get them.
You have to get them.
For sure. Yeah, so thank you so much for your deck profile and your insights. Yeah, just a few final words on the tournament and how it went for you.
Thank you to all of them who supported me the last 2 days and brought me food or drinks. Thank you for Little Man. I watched a lot of his Amaryllis videos and learned a lot of him. Yeah, and played many cards like him. Yeah, thank you all.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you back again with more deck profiles from the European Championship. And yeah, keep on playing Edison. Shout out to Little Man Yu-Gi-Oh for putting this deck on the table. And we will see you guys next time. Bye bye.